Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Anne Manera, and welcome to today's live color along. I just kind of hit the volume button, the microphone a little bit earlier because I don't know why. I think I was just kind of startled when Alexandria said that she was watching from the shower. Okay, so that's going to be the craziest place that anyone's ever watched color along before. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but doesn't that take the cake? Doesn't that take it? And that Chris is saying is your shower curtain orange. It should be, right? How are you typing, Alexandria? Do you have like a plastic bag over your phone while you're in the shower here? This is a little crazy, and I agree with Chris. Hey, TMI, right? So this morning we're coloring the page from Color Along Volume 12. My camera angle is just not good today, so my apologies. I don't know if it's working the correct way or... can everybody hear me okay? We can hear it. It's good sound, right? I'm going to unpin this comment so that we can see. Can you hear me okay, Holly and Chris? So, let's see. Let's say good morning to everyone as soon as I find out that my sound is okay. Okay, yes. Okay, hey, Jennifer Lynn. So, good morning, everyone, and let's see who's here this morning, right? Hey, Chris. Good morning, Heather. Hey, Alexandria from the shower, right? Hey, Heather. Hey, Marvin. Good afternoon, Jason from across the pond. Jennifer Lynn is with us this morning. Scarlett's in the background. Hey, Scarlett, what's going on? Come here, Scarlett. Hey, Pearl. Hey, Cindy Lamb. Who else is here with us this morning? Cheryl Waters has joined us from New Jersey. Mamie Hickstead is here with us this morning. Hello, Mamie. Hey, Bridget Storms. How are you? Hello, Holly. Who else is here? Romper room. Gonna go get Scarlett something because she's lost something. Sound is thumbs up. Thank you, Chris. Okay, so we're coloring a page from Color Along Volume 10 today. I'm going to give everyone a couple of minutes to get themselves settled. And we're using a number 2 pencil. So let me get the page and get Scarlett whatever she's lost. Scarlett needs an assistant. Doesn't she? Scarlett needs Mr. French. Remember Mr. French from Family Affair? You guys remember that? Where the heck is the page? Oh, here it is. Okay. This page is from Comforting Mandalas, which is right here. So we're going to flip through Comforting Mandalas. We're going to color this page with a number 2 pencil today. And we're going to chat and talk about whatever. Talk about who got snow, who didn't get snow. Don't know if anyone's joining us from the land of snow. Let's get Scarlett a bone. Scarlett, what happened? Come here. Don't let her get you. You know? Don't let her get you. Okay? Go ahead. Lay down, Scarlett. All right, so number 2 pencil is what I'm using this morning, and I think I don't know. Should I break out a new one? I think I'll use this one because I like the length of it. So I'm just going to give this one a quick sharpen. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Bonnie Miller. What is Peyton Place, Jason? I don't know about that show. Hey, Julie. So coloring with a number 2 pencil. If this is the first time you've watched a live color along, first of all, let's talk about, it's live. It's live, it's raw, it's, the phone could ring, the doorbell could ring, the dog could bark, Rachel from Cart Services could give us a call, Alexandria could be watching from in the shower. I don't know. It's crazy, right? So if you share this video out, I'd appreciate it. That would be so helpful. And sometimes we color with just a number 2 pencil because you really do not need anything else to color with. If you have nothing to color with and you're feeling like, hey, I really can't afford those really expensive 300 pack of Prismacolor pencils, you do not need to spend all that money. Prismacolor probably doesn't like me saying that, but you really honestly do not need to spend all that money. You just need to, I'll have to check that Peyton Place show out, Jason. Thanks for sharing that with us. All you need is a number 2 pencil. So I've just got this regular number 2 pencil. I've got a good point on it. And we're going to see what kind of fun we can have with just this pencil. But before we begin, let's take a look at Comforting Mandalas. This book is a grief healing coloring book, and it's all mandalas in it. And each mandala also has a phrase with it. That's a healing phrase. This does not necessarily have to be for death, grief when it comes to death. This could be for grief when it comes to, leaf blower man could be outside blowing pretend leaves. Pretend leaves, yeah, I know. Maybe I should dump some leaves in his yard, just kind of a joke, right? I should just keep dumping them there, and then he'll just keep blowing leaves and thinking, but I thought I already blew those away, and then there would be more, and there'll be more, and there'll be more. Just keep appearing. Could be kind of funny, actually. Okay, no, I'm not that mean. So, this could be for someone that is going through a breakup. This could be for someone that is going through maybe the loss of a pet, or the loss of so much. It could be the loss of many, many different things. Maybe something's different in your life. Maybe you're on a diet and you miss cake. You could really, every time I pause, I think of you, I think of cake. I mean, it could be anything, right? But the main point here is that it's fun to color. I'm not trying to make light of this book, and I'm not trying to make light of grief. However, you have to have some sort of a positive spin on life, right? And sometimes you do kind of grieve over cake. Let's face it. So, this is the page we're coloring today. Cherished memories held close to my heart. That could be for anything. Hey, Diana. Here is another one. It says, a feather drifted near me. I know it was you. Does anyone ever have feathers that appear in their lives? It happens to me all the time. That and dimes. I always find dimes. Ever since my dad passed away, I find dimes. Matter of fact, there's a dime right on my desk right now as we speak that I did not know was there. Can you imagine that? I didn't even know this was here. Does anybody else find dimes around? I find them all the time. Matter of fact, I'm going to add that to my dime stash. I must have about, I don't know if I have 50, but maybe close to 50 of them. Hey, Alice. Each day I miss you more and more. Today was a good day. Hey, this doesn't have to be about grief, right? This could be about anything that you just kind of want to have a positive affirmation in your day. Even Paisley is out there in the background saying, hey, today was a good day. Paisley's book of affirmations will probably say something about a bone. Paisley, I can't help you with what you need. Why don't you lay down with your toy? Go ahead, lay down. Two souls holding hands. That could be a hand of a human or a hand of an animal. A paw. Could be a paw. Here. Jason says, I find pennies when I'm not looking. Alice is saying, why not a $100 bill? No kidding. That's what I say, too. What am I going to go with 10 cents? Isn't it crazy? Hey, Lisa. This one says, an angel walks beside me. I know that Lisa has this book. Lisa, you have this book, right? Hello, Beth Turner. Hey, Sarah. I know, it would be great if I found $100 bills. Has anyone ever found money? I found 220s one day. Maybe last year? I think it was last year. Our heart still beat as one. I was walking through a parking lot, about to go into a store, and I remember this day, like yesterday, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm feeling broke today. And I could really use 20 bucks. And no word of a lie, I got out of the car, and I was walking into the store, and two $20 bills literally blew into my path and blew in front of me as I was walking. I couldn't even believe it. Lisa says she loves this book. Thanks, Lisa. Alexandria saying, one of my most favorite books of yours. Thank you, Alexandria. I love it, too, actually, because what's nice about this book, too, especially if you had the PDF, you could actually color this digitally. And this is a lot of fun to color digitally. Treasured memories written on my heart. These look really nice framed. We did this one day during a color along with glitter gel pens that looked really pretty. When you left, all the colors left my world. I felt like this when one of my dogs died. I literally, it said that at the time, that it felt like everything just kind of like was black and white. I wish heaven had a phone so I could talk to you one more time. Another one, kind of the tearjerker. And I don't want this to be like a heavy thing this morning and start to cry, because I could think of people that, and dogs that are gone, that makes me think another day without you and kind of get sad about it. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to get sad. Memories of you bring a smile to my heart. So a lot of positive phrases in here. I never knew I could love so deeply. This could be something that has to do with a relationship that you're in. I miss the person you believed me to be. That's, I mean, that kind of makes me think that maybe even just in life, you just kind of want to be maybe the person that someone thinks that you are. Sarah's saying, I love all your books, and last night was fun. Oh, thanks so much, Sarah. Hey, last night was great. Last night, if you did not have a chance to watch, last night was my live painting sale. It was my holiday painting sale. And I used to do those painting sales a few times a year, and then I kind of stopped because I didn't want to, I mean, I don't want to wear out my welcome, right? So, last night was a huge success because everyone shared my videos, paintings were sold. It was awesome. So a big shout out to everyone who shared the videos and who took time out of their day to watch the live painting sale last night. It was great. I really, really appreciate it. And a super duper big shout out to everyone that bought some paintings. So anyone that purchased a painting last night, the paintings are in a stack right now, and links have been sent to each of you for payment. And the paintings will be packaged up later on today and tomorrow morning, and then they'll be shipped out tomorrow. So that is really, really exciting. Many people messaged me, and this just repeats because there's 24 pages in this book, and there's 2 copies of each page. So pretty book. Nice pink cover, and the back has this collage. There's a video. Yes, you can go back on my Facebook page, Julie, and you can click on videos over to the left-hand side, and you can see the video of the paintings that were there. I can also show some paintings this morning while we're here today, when we're done with today's color along. Sarah's saying, Tammy is so excited to get your painting. I'm so excited to send it out to people, for everyone that purchased paintings. It's really exciting. It always feels weird when someone buys a painting and I'm actually going to send it to them. It's like I missed that little painting. So I can show some paintings this morning if anyone's interested in seeing them, because I still have them stacked around me. So I'm sitting in the midst of, still kind of midst of painting sale land. And what else was I going to tell you guys? I was going to tell you guys something else. Oh, many people actually messaged me last night. The painting of the boat sold. It sold, Heather. Lisa is the proud owner of the painting of the boat. So it's getting ready to be packaged up. It's in the shipping room. It's in the packaging room right now. No, it's sitting next to me, actually. Many people sent me messages late last night and early this morning asking me if I was going to do another painting sale. And to be honest with you, I actually have probably about 20 more paintings that are in my studio. I have a painting studio in my basement, and I did not bring those up. And I guess I was being lazy last night because I didn't want to go back down and take them all. But I'll show them, definitely. I'll show some paintings today. So let's get started with this, and we can chat about that, about paintings, and have a lot to actually talk about this morning in this morning's meeting, color along meeting. A lot of new things are happening. It's kind of the end of the year, and a lot of people are focused on Christmas, and a lot of people are focused on Christmas sales, and I do focus on Christmas sales. I do. However, I also focus a little bit more on what happens after Christmas, because it's kind of that letdown. Don't you guys agree? You get to Christmas, the holidays are over, you are looking at your credit card bills, and you're thinking, oh my God, I spent an awful lot of money, and now it's cold in most parts of the country, or wherever part of the world you're in. Maybe it's winter, and it gets dark early, and you're thinking, boy, this is kind of depressing, right? So, Sarah's saying I should do another painting sale. I could do another painting sale by the end of, later this week. Maybe I'll do one on Saturday, and show some more, the different paintings that I haven't pulled up. So I kind of like to focus on that January, after the holiday, dead of the winter, it's dark at 4:30 in the afternoon time of year. And what are we going to do at that time of year? I like to kind of focus on that and have some new and exciting things, some fresh things, because the beginning of the year is kind of like the time, thanks so much, Heather, the time that you are, you're supposed to set New Year's resolutions, right? That's what everyone tries to tell you. I don't set New Year's resolutions. How about you guys? All it is just a kind of a letdown. You can set a resolution that you're going to make a change in your life at any time of year, but the hype is all about that January, right? So it's also kind of a time for maybe a new beginning, but don't do it so it puts pressure on you. You don't want to set yourself up to fail. You want to set yourself up to succeed, right? To do something that you're actually going to be able to do. Last week we had a live color along with Katie Darden, and Katie mentioned something during our chat, our online chat. She was my co-host that day, and I can't stop thinking about it. She talked about getting feedback from people who enjoy being with you or people that support you. And that's so important. I mean, because you might want to get feedback from people that are your critics and they give you kind of constructive criticism or maybe some criticism. But if you kind of surround yourself with the people that are going to pump you up, then those are the people you want to surround yourself with. So that's kind of what I get out of the coloring book world. Heather's saying I hate January. I don't like January either. It makes me sad to think of the holidays being over, Sarah saying. I kind of get like, thank God they're over. No? It's such a rush from now until then. I don't like that part of it. So I did kind of a heavy pressure here, and then I kind of did a gradation of heavy pressure and light pressure. And then the middle section, I'm just going to kind of do a light pressure there. Almost kind of barely touching the page, so it kind of gets a little bit lighter. Almost has a texture. Hey, Abby, how are you, my friend? Hello, Pam. Did everyone see the page that Pam's grandson colored the other day from my book, Christmas Coloring Book for All? It was the ornaments. He's 8 years old. Pam, that was amazing. I said to myself, there's no way an 8-year-old colored that. Isn't it crazy? You know, we don't give kids enough credit when it comes to coloring. All right, so on these right here, let's see how many I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so I can make a pattern. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually color this area here with a darker color, and then as I get towards here, I'm going to lighten it up. There we go. Just kind of lighten it up a little bit. So let's talk about what's happening, all of the things that are happening. Let's see. First of all, we have this color along. We're moving along. We're about halfway through this book. And if you have purchased this book, you have the color along book. You're in the color along group. And let me know how that's going. Let me know what you guys think about that group, because I add extra information to that color along group, color along volume 10 group. And if you still want to purchase color along volume 10, you can. And you can still be added to that group, and all the videos are always available for replays. So color alongs are kind of tutorials, right? These tutorials that we do every week, twice a week, as a kind of a gathering spot for all of us. And color alongs are always going to remain free. So let's think of it that way. So this is kind of like a library of coloring tutorials that will always remain free, that you can access on my Facebook page all the time. Or you can go to my website and you can access them there, and you can just watch them. So if you have nothing to watch one day and Netflix is kind of a dud, you can just go on and watch color along videos. You know, be kind of cool. So binge watch color alongs. So that's what's happening with color alongs. The next thing that's happening this week, let me show that little, take a minute and talk about that. See if I can get it to come up. No, that's not it. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. The next thing that's happening is this Thursday, I have a brush lettering class that's happening. It's $15.99 and it's 25% off to get into that class. There's a code called letters, I believe. And what's going to happen at that class is it's called beginner brush lettering. And it's going to be cool because it is set up for really and truly the beginner. This is the doodling patterns class that we see on the screen right now. That's not it. Okay, here it is. Beginner brush lettering class. It's Thursday, December 13th. Several people have already signed up for this class. And you can use the code letters for 25% off. And it's going to be held in a private Facebook group. You get a lesson booklet in PDF format to print out to participate in the class. And then you'll get to watch the replay as many times as you want. Hey, Dawn. And then we're going to talk about how to hold your brush marker. We're going to use brush markers. And here, I'm going to give kind of a little bit of an example this morning of what's going to be happening in that class. How to control that brush marker and how to create a variety of line weights And then you'll get to practice with letters, words, phrases, and a full quote at the end of it. So let's take a look. We'll give a little bit of a demonstration this morning about what will happen during the beginner brush lettering class. I've set this class up for a true, I'm talking about beginner. Can it be anything less than anything before a beginner? A beginner? Is there such a thing as a beginner? So you do not need anything except for any brand brush markers. And this set in particular is a Sakura set. And I'm going to show you exactly what will happen. And I don't have the, do I have the paper? I think I might. There we go. I do, I have it. So what will happen in this beginner brush class is we will get, it's just basically, we're going to just kind of go over what these letters are, just to practice. So I've got my brush marker, and literally we are going to learn how to hold that brush so you kind of just hold it in the same way to achieve what is there. And it is just simply practicing your letters. So hand lettering is kind of a hot topic right now, right? Hand lettering can be used with scrapbooking. Oh, that's right, you're left-handed, Abby. Do we have any other lefties? It doesn't make a difference whether you're left-handed or right-handed. It does not make a difference at all. But the true thing about brush lettering or any other type of hand lettering is practice. Practice. So this will be one of many hand lettering classes that will be coming your way. Possibly a hand lettering kind of like workbook, drill book, and it's in the works. Not sure what will be happening with that. And then some different letters. Here's my like measly little sketch here of this type of letter. So there'll be some funky different lettering classes that will be coming out. Jason's a lefty. Very cool. I can draw with both hands, but I can't really. Well, I guess I could write with both hands if I really tried. Yeah, for calligraphy it does. But if you just, when it comes to brush lettering for the actual brush, this is different than calligraphy. This is just how to actually use the brush. So, and I'll have some information for the lefties too. So that's what's happening. So that's happening. And then next week is a doodle class that's happening. If you want to take it and you're unable to watch, if you're unable to watch and you still want to take the class, you can still take it, and you can watch the replay. And this class actually will eventually be available over the next week or couple of weeks as an on-demand class for that class. So that's what's happening with that. Holly's saying, Anne, is it like they did back in the day, how they wrote? You mean like writing in cursive? No, this is different than writing in cursive. This is more of about actually how to actually hold the brush. So the biggest thing when it comes to hand lettering is simply being able to not move your hand. So for instance, let me give you an example here. If I was going to make if I was just going to make this, say, write the word color, I would kind of go like this. All right, so there's the word color. I didn't really move my brush. So the easiest way to do it is to actually say, okay, well, I want to have this word, this L. We're going to make it into a capital L. You want the brush to stay straight. The brush is not moving. So see how and as you come up, I'm going to kind of pull away to get this particular edge right here. So it's just about practice. That is like the biggest thing that I can say about hand lettering. It's practice. There are so many different letters that you can put together. It's just amazing. So many different styles. And it's all about actually practicing. Jason is saying, it's a difficult thing to deal with when I have to be careful or I smudge what I'm doing. Wouldn't change it. Sometimes I have to hold the paper different. Yeah, that's the key part, you guys, for the lefties. You just kind of need to hold the paper differently, you know? So that's what's happening with hand lettering. And then, what else is going on this week? Oh, I've already started working on Color Along Volume 11. Can you believe it? Color Along Volume 11. I've been putting that together. I'm working on this other book called, I don't know what it's called. I'm calling it groupings, I guess. It has groups of items. So have you guys seen that book that I posted on Facebook? Kind of my work in progress. So this section this one right here, we can kind of do some different things to it, but I think I'm just going to kind of do a very light color here on this one. And I'm going to kind of put my pencil, so it's down. And I'm going to make a pattern. So every other, I need to make my book flat. And then for this area here, I'm going to take my eraser. Did you see those pages, Julie? I kind of call them groupings, I guess. I guess I call them that. And I use a brush to kind of get rid of my my pencil, because if not, it'll smear. Chris is excited about that groupings book. You know what's exciting about that groupings book, Chris? Is that book is fun to draw. Really fun to draw. I don't know what it is. It almost has like a soothing effect to draw it. It's because I'm making like all these different colors on all these different like shapes and sizes. And then the other part that's neat about that book, is that it's kind of when I draw it in pencil and then I'm adding ink to it. When I'm inking it, it's like a mind game, like a game, because I have to figure out which ones to ink, you know? Jason is saying, talk about doodle class, please. Again, you want me to talk about the doodle class? Okay, hold on. I'm going to put it up. I just find it so frustrating is why I like to do pointless work really quick and easy. You think pointillism is quick and easy, Jason? I love pointless coloring, too. I do, too. All right, let's talk about the doodle one. Lisa wants to hear about the doodle. So I'm just going to kind of make this a little darker on this section. Let's wait for the doodle thing to come up. The doodle thing. So the doodle pattern class, do I have a sheet with that? Dawn, I love to draw. Dawn saying, I love to draw, then ink. It is like the picture comes to life. Completely. Chris is excited about the groupings book. I'll show that. I'll show you some pages from that. So the Doodling Patterns class is being held on Thursday, December 20th, and I put this class at $5. $5 for a live class for this class. You get a PDF lesson booklet, and I'm kind of doing this kind of like as a Christmas holiday gift, I guess. I don't know. I wanted to do something that was kind of a lower price for a live class. So this class, and it's going to be held in a private group, and you're going to learn how to fill a space with a pattern, create a repeating pattern, create a variety of line weights. And then all you need really is a pen. You don't even need anything fancy for a pen. You could use a marker if you wanted to. You could use a pencil, whatever you wanted to use. So that class meets on Thursday the 20th, and it's at 10 a.m. And it has some practice sheets in it where we'll take, these are upside down, where we'll take what's in these boxes and replicate them here. And then it has kind of a final project at the end, where we take a coloring page and we kind of fill it in. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited about that one. So there's a class this Thursday, and then there's another class on next Thursday. Yeah, I love when that happens, Jason. You just kind of get in the groove and you just kind of like go with it, right? So Alexandria was asking which book Chris is getting excited about, and this is the one that she's getting excited about. It's groupings, clusters. I don't really know what I'm going to call it yet, but the name is up in the air. Has yet to be named. And it has pages that are all like the ones I did on Draw Live. Remember that one, Alexandria? So there were all these pages like this. So this one has a bunch of snowmen. This has these just basic, generic little trees. You're welcome, Lisa. And this has candles. This was my favorite one. So what's cool about drawing these is as I'm drawing these in pencil, they're kind of in front of each other. And I don't know if you can see here, but this particular, it has the line here for that back candle. So when you're inking it, it's kind of like, okay, what part needs ink? This one here is just kind of these jugs, I guess. And again, the pencil lines are there. I leave them and I don't take them away. I don't erase them like I just did just now. I let it happen in the computer. This one has these little funky little houses. This one has a grouping of angels, and I have some more actually. They're in the other room, I think. I think I was drawing these late night the other night. And here's some flower pots. So there's that book that's being worked on right now. And then the other book that I'm working on is Giant Frenzy. Remember Frenzy? You know, in the Frenzy book, those giant, thank you, Alexandria. They're fun to draw. So I've got some more. I was drawing these the other night, actually. And so this one is just kind of like the Frenzy book in the bigger style, and it'll be a whole book of all of these. And these are just my pencil drawings right now. I have to still ink them. But Dawn is right. Once you once you draw in pencil and then you add ink, it's like it just comes to life. What do you use for a pen, Dawn? Because let me tell you, I am always struggling for drawing pens. I use those Sakura Pigma Graphic 1 pens because I like the tip. I use this pen right here, this Sakura Graphic 1. And let me tell you, I get frustrated with this pen because I love it, but it's expensive. It's like $28 for like a dozen of these. And and it's maybe that's a good price, but I go through it quickly. What are you using for a pen? I was thought about using Unipen. Have you tried that one yet? I thought about using just a gel pen. What is it? That Pilot G2 pen. But it ends up having like a puddle of ink, so I don't really like to use that one. And I like the tip on the Sakura pen that I use. So I'm always in a jam with the pen. Always struggling to look for it. Hard to find that one particular one that I like. Or sometimes I'll use a Faber-Castell Pitt pen, and that one's really hard to find. You can buy that on Jerry's and on Dick Blick in a box of like 12, but I usually don't buy just like one at a time. I usually buy a few at once. Like I'll buy like a case. Dawn, your drawings need to go in a coloring book. That would be awesome. You use a Unipen, Jason? A lot of people in England use a Unipen. I think it's just a popular pen over in the UK. So there's my section of that. And then for this last part here, I'm going to go with kind of the pointillism thing. I'm going to just kind of fill this with dots on this one. Just to kind of speckle it, I guess. I'm not going to do with true pointillism where you make like a shadow or something. I'm just going to kind of speckle this. So it just has some dots. Specks. Some specks of color. Dawn says, I use the STA pigment liner pens. You have to buy a set with different size tips, but they're great. They do not bleed, smear, or run when getting wet. The only thing is you cannot buy just one. But the different tips, yeah, see, that's the problem I'm having, Dawn. I saw those, and I don't want all those little tiny tips. I don't like a tip that's extremely, extremely small. And I like the line weight in all of my coloring pages to be the same. That's kind of a key thing in coloring books, is that the weight of the line needs to be consistent. So once I put it in the computer, I can change the weight line, the line of the weight line, the line weight, but that part needs to be consistent in the coloring book world. Oh, thank you for that link. Thank you, Dawn. Pain in the neck, isn't it? And there's a Jerry's art supply near me, and every time I go there, they never have exactly what I'm looking for. So, I don't know. It's like, what do you want to buy? Do you want to buy art supplies, or do you want to buy food? Do you want to buy art supplies, or do you want to buy toilet paper? Do you ever have that dilemma? Heather's saying, I love the angels. She's talking about that grouping book. Thank you, Heather. I think that book is going to have some pages in it that are maybe, I mean, it's got that angels page, but I think that it's going to have maybe a page or two, maybe 2 or 3 pages that are the same type of item. Like maybe it'll have a few different styles of angels on different pages, because I think that could be a whole book right there. Just all angels like that. Like the angels all came together. The groups of angels Oh, wouldn't that be pretty? Just all angels in one book, all grouped together. It could be like the angels came to visit. Has anyone ever felt like they saw angels coming like into the room? Like a vision of an angel? Is that kind of just like an out there question? Art supplies first. Exactly, Abby. Who needs toilet paper when you could have a really nice paintbrush? Right? I know. Priorities, 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 my friend. Art supplies usually wins for Heather, too. Isn't it crazy? Hey, we could be buying something worse, right? We could be out buying something far worse. So I'm going to finish up these last few kind of half circles on this mandala. Cherished memories held close to my heart. And then I'm going to take out some paintings because Cheryl Waters was asking about some paintings. And they're still for sale. I'm not going to lie. If anyone is interested in some of the paintings that I'll show this morning, then they can certainly let me know. And the paintings are available. Make nice little gifts for like the doctor, the hairdresser, the yoga instructor, the crossing guard, you know. Adulting sucks, Lisa says. I know, doesn't it? It's okay if you want to go build a blanket fort today, Lisa. No problem. Okay. All right, so there is my finished page. You're not the only one, Heather. Yep, art supplies wins all the time. Exactly. So this is my finished page today from Cherished Memories Held Close to My Heart page from Comforting Mandalas. And both this book is available on Amazon, or there's also available on my website as a PDF. If you're going to buy anything on my website that is a hard copy book, it will probably not get to you in time for the holidays, just in case you're going to buy something for the holidays, for Christmas. So because the shipping is just taking way too long. But if you wanted to buy something on Amazon, in the top portion of this video, in the description, there's a coupon. Gift Book 18 on Amazon will give you $5 off a $20 book purchase. And the Coloring Camp book is now $20.99 on Amazon, and that is going to stay at that price. So that you could actually, and so that means you can actually use that coupon on the Coloring Camp book. Chris is saying, my apartment is like romper room. Do you have a blanket fort, Chris? I wouldn't be surprised if you did. All right, so let's see where we're at here. We already finished cross-hatching. We already finished watercolor pencils. We need to check off things on our list, right? Today we did just a number 2 pencil. Oh, Wednesday, I'm very excited because we're using brush markers. We are using, thanks so much, Jennifer. We're using brush markers on Wednesday, and we are coloring this page that can also be found in Itsy Bitsy. Let me see if I can find it. And we're going to make bookmarks. So if you have a laminating machine, like I know a lot of you do, Lisa says she has more toys than her 8-year-old. That doesn't surprise me, right? Why not? You know, this year when I was doing Christmas shopping, I actually decided that I was going to buy like toys type stuff. Are you competing with Amazon, Heather? Do you have a shipping station also? I have a shipping station. I have a section in my house that has all boxes. So these are the bookmarks. So that's why they're divided up, so that we can cut them out and make them into bookmarks. So that is Wednesday's color along. Okay, let's take a look at some paintings. Hey Barb, how are you feeling? Let's take a look at some paintings. So I've got some small paintings this morning. Get myself situated. And these small paintings are $15 without a frame or $20 with a frame. Scarlett, what's wrong? Do you need to go outside? I gotta go get Scarlett something. Let me put a few of these on camera this morning, and I'll be right back. I never grew up, Heather's saying. I know, me either. Come on, ladies. So these three paintings are so different. Like they're all together. Yeah, Leaf Man is not. He's not there. No one's outside. It's boring out there today. I painted all these on camera. Actually, I painted these live on Facebook a few months ago, I think. And this one is kind of that gradient background of these oranges, and then it goes to the green with this black tree silhouette. And this one is that painting that I do in that style where I remove the color. So I use the painting, apply the paint, and then I do this removal of color. This is one of my favorite ones, actually. Kind of just represents a snowstorm with those trees in it. And then this one right here has these little flowers, which is similar to some of the other styles, similar to the one that Lisa, similar to the one you purchased last night. And then I have a couple that have words. So this one says calm, and this one says bloom. I'm kind of thinking that maybe this should be my setup. Oh, Leaf Man is at your place, Abby? See? This one says bloom, and this one says calm. And again, on this one right here, you can kind of feel that little yellow that's right there. The middle. And then these three are totally different again, similar to the other the first three that I had shown. And this one is that removal of color style. So kind of like an abstract impressionism type style, I guess. Need to do more of these. These are a lot of fun to paint. This one has a lot of orange and rust and brown and white with that little bit of a still life painting, but would look really cool in someone's kitchen. And then this one here, again, with that same style as, the first one with the silhouette of trees. Then I have a few more here. I have this one and this one. Okay, so this one says peace. Really a nice gift for the holidays, right? And here's Diana's favorite. I would love to buy calm for Heather because she's always calm. Are you always calm, Heather? No matter what? No matter what happens, you're calm? In the face of emergency, right? That's the true test. Number 10. Where's number 10? This one's number 10. Yeah, I love that one too. I don't know what it is. Oh, I colored something with just a number 2 pencil, Barb. I'll show it to you. We're looking at my paintings for my painting sale last night. We don't know where the page is, though. A page that's just going to be constantly lost. Do you ever look through one of your coloring books and you're like, where the heck is that page? I knew it was here. Here's the page we colored, Barb. This one right here. Cherished memories held close to my heart. She's always trying to get me to be calm. Well, you know what I say about that, Chris, is that really anything but calm is just a pure waste of your energy. You know? Easier said than done, right? But when you think about it, think about how physically awful you feel later on that day, or maybe the next day, when you had an episode where you were not calm. So you just kind of need to, I guess, walk away, breathe through it. You know, in the face of emergency, are you that calm person, Heather? Not inside, you mean like not inside yourself you're not calm, but to everyone else you look at? Yeah, that's me. Like, I'm the one that is like, okay, let's get everyone in order, you know? But inside I'm screaming, saying, oh my God, what the heck is going on? Right? Yeah, you don't have to be like that, Chris. It's okay, though. Don't fault yourself with it, you know? What you resist persists, right? Here's another removal of color, another one with those little, someone called them fried eggs. Hey, Sandy Holland says, I just looked at your tribal abstract coloring book on Amazon. Very, very nice. Hey, thank you. Did you, do you know how much it was? $5.99. Can you believe it's $5.99? It's still $5.99. That's a deal for that book. That book has been $5.99 for a while. Here's another one that is kind of reds, and here's one with some orange. Some orange, as they say. That is a good one. Alexandria is confirming that. Here's a plate you can order individual, but they are expensive. Oh, the fine liner pens? Okay, I'll take a look. Thanks, Dawn. So there's these last three. Do I have any others? Maybe I do. Let me look. Well, I have this one that was it was here last night. This one is an 11 by 14 on stretch canvas, and this one's $100. So they range from like 100 to they range from like 15 to 100. So this one, I loved painting this one. Thank you, Heather. This one was a lot of fun to paint. This one with the red shack. I call it the red shack. That's my title of it. Barbara's saying, don't be too hard on yourself, Chris. Barbara's right. Don't be too hard on yourself, Chris. Don't see it as a fault. Imagine if the whole world was calm and everyone just kind of walked around like robots. Isn't that a book? What book was that? Was it A Brave New World by Anne Rand, I think? Where people just kind of like took this pill and it was to make everyone like the same mood and everyone just kind of walked around like robots. Did anyone read that book? Crazy. So this one is number 18. This one's $15 with another fried egg type painting with the little dots. Thank you, Cheryl. And this one is $25. This is another silhouette on 11 by 14 stretch canvas. And I have a few more that I'll show you before we depart today. And all the shipping is free on all of these. Shipping is included on everything in these. This one is number 13. That one is a another landscape that was fun to paint. I really wanted to be able to feel like you could walk down this path and say, "Ooh, what's over there?" and look over there and maybe walk behind that building. So I wanted that to be able to kind of look like that. Thanks, Dawn. I wanted that to be able to like just kind of like see what's in there and maybe kind of walk into the trees. $5.99 for the abstract book. I know, isn't it crazy? And then this one is so this one with this brown water wheel shack type thing. This one's $100. And then this one is number 14. This one's $25. Another one that's kind of a landscape silhouette. This is kind of like my favorite ones to paint, I guess. And then what else do I have? I have this and this. Oh, this is another one that's a landscape silhouette. This one's 10. 8 by 10. 8 by 10, $10. Landscape silhouette. I love the colors in this one. There's a lot of pink up here. It goes into orange. It goes into like a lime green color. And then some orange and some blue and some green in the water. Wouldn't it be odd and scary if the whole world was calm? It would be creepy. Which one, Cheryl, in a frame? Any of them come in any of them are available in a frame. The small ones, they are actually. So yes. So for example, I'm going to do an example, Cheryl. For example, this one is number 11. And this is how it would look in a frame. That's number 11. So this one is number 11. This one's $20 with the frame. So, excuse me. Any of these small paintings in these little canvas panels can be purchased. Purchased with the option of a frame. Is that what you're asking? Let me put that frame on there, but that's a better way. There we go. This is my sample frame that I use. So it's a little scratch, so ignore my scratches. Is that the one you're talking about, Cheryl? But I'll tell you, the delay on these videos lately is just so incredibly long. Can't even believe how long it is lately. Longer than it's ever been. So that's the one that's in a frame. Those smaller ones are in a frame. And then yes, you can order from my website, Cheryl. If there's all of these are on my website. Matter of fact, let me get the link. Here's another one that's 25, 11 by 14. I'm gonna put the link, Cheryl. If you go to my website and you click on shop and then click on original paintings, which I'm gonna pop the link here. There's several paintings that are available. Those 4x6 paintings that are available. I know that there's one painting that has little daisies on it that is not available anymore. I have not removed it yet, so bear with me with that one. And it will give you the option when you get to my website to choose a frame or not choose a frame. So here is the link, Cheryl. And here's a link for everyone else. So you can see several of these paintings on my website. And you can see them, they're actually displayed in a frame. So, for instance, there's a few of them that I actually have to remove because they were sold. But for instance, you could see this autumn tree silhouette. So, yeah, so there's several of them on my website. There's also a section on my website that has some paintings that are available as a print of a frame, as a print on paper. So here's another one that's available as an original painting. Cheryl, are you interested in the ones that are the 4x6, the smaller ones, or are you interested in the 11x14s? The 11x14 stretch canvases do not have a frame. I don't sell those with a frame. Those can actually be hung without a frame. Got lost in all these Facebook windows that open up. I know, isn't it crazy, Sandy? I agree with you. Too many windows opening up. So definitely take a look at my website, AnneManera.com, and you can take a look at the paintings that are available on my website. And some of them might be on sale. Some of them are on sale on my website. So take a look at that. 4x6. Yeah, the 4x6s are all on there, Cheryl. Cheryl's talking about 4x6. They're all there for 4x6. And then this is the last painting that I have kind of in the stash here. This Let It Snow painting, which is $25. It's 11x14. It's number 15. This was in the painting sale last night. So I'm going to schedule another painting sale for by the end of this week. Possibly on Saturday night, I guess. And Chris says, my son painted 2 paintings on stretch canvas and we hung them in long hallway without a frame. You can easily paint them hang them without a frame. I do that all the time. If you are interested in more of these paintings, I'll be, I'll show more on Wednesday too while I do a live color along. And then do another live painting sale by the end of the week. Because I have about 20 more paintings that are in my painting studio downstairs that I could pull up. Thanks, Chris. Thank you, Beth. Okay, so Thanks so much for joining me this morning. Today's color along featured just a number 2 pencil. We took a look at some paintings. We talked about the beginner brush lettering class, which is coming up this week. I'm gonna pop a link in here for you guys. Excited about this class. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun new thing to do. Gotta kind of keep things hopping, right? And then next week is the doodle patterns class. There's another doodle class on my website too, doodling techniques class. It's an on-demand class, but this will be the live class for next week. Hey, talk to you soon, Diana. Thanks so much. Okay, so there's links here. You can take a look at the different classes that are coming up. In the meantime, thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll be back on Wednesday with a live color along with brush markers and bookmarks from Tribal Abstract, actually. Those are Tribal Abstract bookmarks. So have a great day, everyone, and stay warm. Talk to you soon. Thanks.